Hello! How's it going? I'm Amanda from Amanda Around the Globe. Welcome back to my channel if you're new here. Hello. I am an American living in Sydney, Australia, and today I wanted to talk about what quarantine is like in Sydney and how this pandemic is affecting us over here. A few people asked about this on my last video, so I thought it would be a fun thing to talk about, very relevant. So in Australia, each state kind of has their own rules. They don't really have a term for it, so it's not like lockdown or quarantine or isolation. I guess the best thing that they're calling it is social distancing. Each state has different rules. Each state has closed their borders, so we cannot travel interstate currently. I live in Sydney, which is in New South Wales. And in New South Wales, our current restrictions are stay at home. Obviously, you can only travel for essential items, or you can go outside for exercise, like going for walks. You aren't allowed to travel for exercise. Even if you live like 20 minutes away from the beach and you drive to the beach to go for a walk, you're not even meant to be doing that. I also live really close to a national park, and I haven't gone hiking in the national park as much as I would love to because we're not meant to be traveling for exercise. I am not sure if this is true because I'm not going to risk it, but I have heard that there are actually police enforcing the borders of the national park and giving people tickets who try to go in that aren't residents. Not totally sure if that's true. If you guys live in Sydney or New South Wales and you have heard something like this, let me know down below. Restrictions are intense. I know it's definitely not as intense as like a full lockdown like Italy or New York is currently. My family in California are doing what they call shelter in place, which is really similar to what we're doing. We're just meant to stay home unless we have to go get something essential, and you can have one person doing something with you. So you can like go for a walk with one other person, or you can have one other person over to your house. So today is, what's today? The date is May 3rd, which is Sunday, and 2 days ago on Friday they changed the restrictions so you can now have 2 people over to your house. If Michael and I wanted to go to a friend's house together, we could do that, whereas before we could only go one person at a time. Yeah, so that's currently what it's like. The supermarkets are still a bit bare in some situations. Of course, the toilet paper is not always easy to come by. It's gotten a little bit better recently with limitations in the supermarket. So if you go to the store, you can only buy 1 toilet paper pack. They only have the really big packs, but you can buy 1 pack per group of people checking out, like per family. There's also limitations on other food items, so like pasta, you can buy 2 pastas, you can buy 2 pasta sauce, and as a vegan that's a bit difficult because I have just been eating a lot of pasta during this time, so I've survived. Sometimes you just have to go to the grocery store more than once a week, but that's the way it is. Also, there are social distancing rules in stores and like retail stores. There is only a certain amount of people allowed in the store at a time, so sometimes you'll have to go wait in line. What I've been doing is just checking on Google, like I'll look up the place that I'm going to, the grocery store or something, and I'll see how busy it is, because the best thing about Google is that you can look up a place and it will show you not only the hours and the contact info, but it shows you how busy it is at what time of the day. So I just try to go when it's not too busy, and then I don't have to wait in line. What else? All the retail stores can currently stay open. A lot of them have chosen to close just for economical issues. A lot of coffee shops have closed their doors temporarily because they're just not making enough business to pay their staff. So it's a bit of a difficult time for everyone. I know the economy is going to have a real crash. It already has had a massive impact in Australia. So many Australians have been filing for Centrelink. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, the JobKeeper and JobSeeker payments came out in Australia. So that is a program that the government's doing where basically anyone who was employed before the 1st of March, even full-time, casual, part-time, anything, you can apply for this JobSeeker or JobKeeper payment as long as you're an Australian citizen or permanent resident or on special visas. So if you're a New Zealander living in Australia, you can apply for this JobKeeper payment. The only thing is that it's only for those people. It's not for anyone on a temporary visa. So obviously working holiday visa holders cannot get this payment, but also people on a temporary partner visa, such as me, can't get this payment. Luckily I'm still working, so that hasn't affected me too much, but I do have friends that are still waiting for their permanent visas to come through who have been laid off, and I really feel for them. A lot of them, people that I know at least, have been able to get temporary or casual jobs, which is amazing and really helpful, but for those who can't, it's been a real struggle. The Australian government did consider the temporary visa holders, but they made the decision not to go ahead with giving temporary visa holders this payment, which I understand the reasons why, but also it makes it a bit difficult for people like me who are trying to live here long term. Yeah, just I feel for people in this situation who are on a temporary visa, but they're trying to stay here permanently and they can't get this payment and they've been laid off. Like, I feel for you. As a travel agent, I'm still actually working in store. I guess it's been like business by business decision to keep stores open or to close them, because I work for a travel agency and the travel industry is obviously going through a very difficult time. A lot of clients and customers imagine that travel agencies are going under if we close our doors, so the company that I work for wants to keep the stores open so that clients know that we're still available and we're not going anywhere. So it's good for the company and it's good for me because that means more people get to keep their jobs if the stores are staying open. I can see the health risks of it, and we have signs in our store saying that people need to be maintaining social distances and we prefer to work by email and phone. But of course there are always those people that just don't take it very seriously and they'll come in and they'll lean over your desk, or they just don't really respect it, and that can be difficult. But it's just something that I've had to deal with with a lot of hand sanitizer and washing my hands a lot and disinfecting my desk a lot. Yeah, I am actually really grateful that I still get to go into work, because I was working from home a couple days a week for about a month, and I started to realize very quickly that working from home can be so difficult. So I really feel for everyone who's doing that currently. I know so many people around the world are working from home, and for me it just got to be like so intense just staying at home all the time. Like, I feel a bit better being able to leave my house to go to work and then come back. It makes me feel a bit more sane. I just need to have some kind of sense of normalcy, and that's really helping me. Like, being able to go into the store and work and see other people that work for my company. Yeah, that's been really good. Yeah. I think that's everything I have to say about quarantine in Sydney. I can't really see the time, but I think it's getting to be quite long, so this is all I'll say for now. If you guys have any questions about this, let me know in the comments below, and I'll just answer any other questions in the comments, unless there's something that's a lot to talk about, and then I'll make a video, but probably not. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I make amazing videos about travel, minimalism, saving money, and living simply. And if you gotta like that kind of thing, make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!